The situation definitely is quite different from what it was 15 years ago. I remember traveling 15 years ago surrounded by bodyguards and armored cars and armored personnel carriers and marines and whatever. Now, you know, apart from the little van with a few military this afternoon, it was very peaceful.
We don't have a very strong escorts like we had in the past. There is a sense of peace. We just talked with the community and they said themselves that the level of security has improved significantly.
I would say more optimism from what I've seen. I think there is a good spirit, there is very well-intentioned people here who are working for a successful peace process. And I think this province really deserves the opportunity to boom, because Mindanao has so much potential that it can be really an economic and powerhouse for all the Philippines.
Because the situation has improved, I think that is one of the reasons why it is now possible to have this comprehensive peace agreement. Because I think at the end of the day, people are tired of conflict, people are tired of being in this situation, people want change. And I think now we've reached that breaking point. Mindanao can be an engine of growth for the Philippines. So that's why I think this agreement, this Bangsamoro peace agreement is very important and probably heralds a new future for the Philippines.
I think the Philippine government and the MILF have both made enormous effort and concession to each other to reach this agreement. So I think this is already an enormous achievement. We see the Philippine government, we have seen the RMM authority yesterday, who is providing a substantial amount of money for improvement of the infrastructure, building roads and port and other infrastructure here in Mindanao. So I think the government is doing everything that is needed to build a conducive environment for peace.
As Ambassador Ledoux said, the road is still long. We're not there yet. There's still, but at least now there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's still a bit of a tunnel, but now there is light.
Well, the most important thing is now the implementation, is the finalization of the basic law, and afterwards the implementation of it. And we all know there will be still kind of complications waiting for us, but if everyone is determined and has a strong will, all sides involved, then I'm sure that this historic project of peace for Mindanao and for Bangsamoro can really succeed.
Of course, the most important is before we can start with economic development is to have the security and peace on the ground. This is, in my view, the most urgent need. If you have security and peace, then you can build trust. With trust, you can build economic development and build the livelihood of the people and to promote progress and economic development in the region.
Well, overall, I would say I think the government of the Philippines should keep the route that they have taken so far. Should they support the president and the others and everybody else should support the peace process and keep looking at the vision they have so far. So not change this vision, because otherwise there is a risk of going backwards and then starting all over again.